discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese every day.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Minnesota Vikings. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And some room to work. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there right off. Yards on the ground. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Wilson on the keeper. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Here's the sneak with Wilson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, that was a little too conservative for my liking. It's only second down, and they try to run the sneak. Give credit to the defense. They pushed them back and set up third down.
Eckler will take this into the end zone for a Charger touchdown. So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Past the 20 for a short gain, second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Far. Eluding the pressure, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
60 average, 60 average, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Looking to throw. Far. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw something away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Trap 60.
Back to throw. Far. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
Check match, check match.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously.
Back and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The Vikings at 9-5 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go option to the short side. Cook now off the read option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd down now, McNeil. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on it. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Off the play fake. Farr. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the 1st down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the... And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with a milestone. Career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. The Charger drive about to get going. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Well, they gave up the points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
And a lemon of a kick there. This is going to be spotted down right on the 30-yard line.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
There's the option going left on 2nd down. Cook now off the read option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
This is caught.
And the Vikings are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far on this drive. This offense on the march.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. They try again with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. McDonald makes the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They go play action now. Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Chargers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-17.
Chargers 17.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. He will return this from deep in the end zone.
So we've reached halftime here in Minnesota with the Vikings on top. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Far. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a first down. Well done. Good pick up there, 26 yards.
19 right.
On 1st and 10. Far.
The quick throw finds T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 54 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the 2nd half.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook
with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year.
And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Charger drive about to get going.
They make their 2nd half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
And he'll go right back to Moore, complete again. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
And intercepted. Wilson's 3rd of the game. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
I give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Off play action. Far. Right side, it's the tight end, Hawkinson. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On third down, McNeil. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? It might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Left side, Cook. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Cook following the penalty. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. Eckler now between the tackles. They find some open field here. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going.
And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Vikings 35, Chargers 24.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to. And right now, they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
To throw on second down. Far.
Hawkinson crossing the middle and bringing it in.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And 3rd and 8 now.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. On 3rd down, Far. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 51 yards.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook.
And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
12 more yards there and another first down.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game.
Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list.
And the Vikings look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Charger drive about to get going.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Wilson. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Play action. Now Wilson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, A loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lasted one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Chargers are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Oh, did the Rams get it? Yes! L.A. football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I don't think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. T.J. Hockenson. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's